Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and we're back to a grand tournament. We're on to our third part. We've got another 5 packs to open up. So we finished the last one with an epic hunter card, and the odds are starting to turn for us towards getting a legendary. So will it be in this pack? Will it even be in this series? Let's find out and turn over our first card. This is a 5 mana Cavalier Raider. Inspire, gain +2/+2, a 4/4. Again, I can only assume Inspire it doesn't stack each turn, as that would make it a very, very big card. After a couple of turns, a very, very powerful card. It is still fairly good though, as the following turn you're looking at making that a 6/6. So, assuming it doesn't stack, it's okay, it's solid enough. If it does stack, wow, that card looks to be really good. So let's move down to our top right, and we've got our shield over our rare card there, so we'll jump down to the bottom right hand corner, turn it over, and it's a Druid 4/4 Wild Walker. Battle cry, give a friendly beast +3 health. The buff is good. A 4 mana mark, there's a couple of things you could probably be putting in there. It's better though, so I'm not sure if that's a card really, especially because you don't tend to use a lot of beasts, oddly enough, in Druid decks. So I think that's the one that you'd maybe skip on. So let's skip over to the bottom left corner, and we can open up a captured Jormungandr. A 7 mana for a 5/9. A solid body. I will trade 3 times against a Yeti. It's a 4/5, so it kills 3 Yetis for 1. It looks to be a good body there. I mean, there's not a lot that has more than 5 health. I mean, maybe it would trade evenly with an ogre. There's quite a lot of things it would remove, so for 7 mana there might be better cards there, but it is a solid basic card. Now let's move over to the top left, and we get a Spell Slinger. We've seen that in previous cards. You know, you add a random spell to each player's hand. Now, I think that is literally any spell, so it doesn't even need to be in your hand, in your deck rather. I mean, you might get a 1 mana spell and your opponent gets a 5 mana spell that he really wants, so I would be wary about a card like this. Now, let's move over to a rare card. Now what do we get? A Ball of Spiders. For 6 mana, you can summon 3 1/1 web spinners. Now that might not seem a lot, but the web spinners give you a creature back in your hand. So really, it's actually a fairly solid card. It's also quite icky thinking about a Ball of Spiders. Now maybe not for most relaxing videos. A very good card, I think, that one though. So let's drop our second pack on our mill. And move over to the top right corner. And we get our uncommon card. Let's turn it over. And we see our happy Kraken there. We've not seen him for about 3 whole packs, so glad to see that he's not forgotten us. Hi there Kraken, good to see you again. So let's move down now to the bottom right and we get our rare card. So jump over that to the bottom left and we get a Dalaran aspirant, or again aspirant. Pretty sure it's aspirant, as you do aspire to do something. It's a 4 mana for a 3/5, solid enough. If you use your hero ability, you gain +1 spell damage. Again, I'm not sure if that stacks or not. If it does, it's really good. If it's not, it's okay, as you would still have to cast a spell afterwards really to gain the benefit of it. So let's see, now top left corner. It's a standard card, good old uncommon one, and it's the Kraken's friend, the captured Jormungandr. Now Jormungandr was a Norse mythology, and if I remember rightly, Jormungandr was the sea serpent that was around the tree, the Nordrassil, was it tree Nordrassil? And in the oceans around it was Jormungandr. It's been a while since I've read my Norse mythology, so any of my Scandinavian friends, please correct me. Now, at the top we've got another rare card, so 2 rares. Top or bottom? Top or bottom? Well, let's turn over our bottom card first. And we get our ball of spiders again. So again, it's a good solid card. I'm not sure in retrospect if it's that useful. 6 mana at late game to get some low cost minions, which will then maybe give you an okay minion. I suppose it's a good way to refill your hand if anything. So let's move up to the top. And if we move around, sneak down, between, and back up, turn it over, and we get that Spawn of Shadows. 4 mana, 5, 4, and there you go. Inspire, deal 4 damage to each hero. I've seen that before. Again, looks to be a fairly dangerous card. Possibly one of these cards that you can really do very well with. So we'll move on to our 3rd pack today. I love the animation of it exploding in the kind of rose petals, I guess it is, or I was going to say glitter, it's not, it's I've completely forgotten what that stuff's called now. No matter. Remind me. Now, we start with our rare card. So we'll jump past that. Not got our legendary yet, we're coming up to it, I'm sure. An Ice Rager, 3 mana for a 5/2. Very dangerous, but to be fair, it's quite a lot of 1 mana 2 damage minions we've seen recently. So I think it just doesn't have room. It's got just too low a health to really make an impact on a game, as your opponent will almost certainly have a minion on the board by then. It'll be able to do 2 damage. So moving to the top here, it's another uncommon. It's Bolster. We've seen that before. Fantastic if you're running a warrior taunt deck. I think I'm probably going to have to now. Not so fantastic otherwise. Now the top card is an uncommon one again. Undercity Valiant. Again, a smaller cost SI7 agent, but however, it is pretty decent. At least I think it is. So we've seen that before. We're starting to get our doubles again, so that's okay though, because very often you're looking to get 2 of a card in. So there we see our final uncommon card. We turn it over, we get the Silver Hand Regent. So I think that was the first Inspire card I've seen. So it's actually free mana for free, but every time you use your hero ability, you'll summon a 1/1 Silver Hand Recruit. So you can in effect create a lot of tokens which are summoned minions. So that could actually be quite useful, especially with the other Paladin card which gave Silver Hand Recruits a buff. Now, Silver Hand Recruit, this card isn't just for Paladins though, so it might come in hand for other token decks, but certainly it synergizes well, it works really well with Paladins. So let's move down now. We do have our rare card here. Let's turn it over and we get our Thunder Bluff Valiant. We've seen this chap before, or maybe it's a chap S, so we know it's a solid card. And definitely give me the hint to make a Shaman totem deck. So our 4th pack for the day. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll turn over our uncommon, a Murloc Knight, summon a random Murloc whenever you use Inspire. So again, that's going to be creating tokens, so it's summoning another Murloc. So actually, it looks like Paladins all of a sudden will be starting to build up a lot of minions. Because every time you summon one, there's another one coming, combined with the Silver Hand from the time before, so leading to a lot of possibilities there. Let's move up now to our next uncommon card, and it's a Wrathguard. Now we've seen this guy before. It's a 4/3 demon. It does have a bit of a drawback there, but he's going to be able to do a big chunk of damage unless you can take him down fairly quickly. You know, sometimes you might be able to get a good 4 damage out of him before he goes down. So our top card appears to be our rare card. So I'll move on from that. Oh, so that's another rare card here. So our bottom one is an uncommon Mukla's Champion. 5 for 4/3. That's pretty bad, but it does give your other minions +1/+1 when you use your hero ability. Now that has to be a one-shot. Inspire must be a one-shot. You can't stack the buffs, as that would just be so dangerous. Probably good in a token deck, as you were getting a lot of minions out there, so it's okay. I think that 5 mana, you're still going to find so much there, it's just better. So let's look. See, we've got a card on the right and a card on the left. A card on the right, a card on the left. Let's use the left one. And we get a Tuskar Jouster. 5 for 5/5. Solid enough. Battle cry, and reveal a minion in each deck. If yours costs more, restore 7 health to your hero. You don't get to put it in your deck, you don't get to play it, but it might give you health. I'm not sure about that one. If you need to get the 7 health, you want to get the 7 health. That's the problem. There's always that risk that you're not going to get it. While you've got a 5/5 body there, I can't help but think something like the Antique Healbot, which is 3/3 but guarantees you 8 health, would be better. So let's go to the last rare card in this pack. Turn it over, and we get Knight of the Wild. Whenever you summon a beast, reduce the cost of this card by 1. So they're trying to give a bit of synergy with druids and beasts there. Just not a lot of beasts that you'd actually really play in druid decks at the moment, though. That's the problem. A lot of beasts are fairly nondescript for druids. A lot of the beasts do tend to be in the hunter decks, so unless there's more beasts in the druid side, it's not that great. I mean, you're 7 mana, otherwise that slot's better taken up with Ancient of Lore. For example, it gives you the life or card draw. So let's grab this final pack for the day. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's turn over card number 5. And we see Muckless Champion there again. Maybe having 2 of them out would be really good. That'll give every minion a +1/+1 or +2/+2. So stacking Inspiring minions could be useful actually, but again, it's that 5 mana slot where there's a lot of good cards there. Antique Healbot, the Sludge Belcher, and class cards depending. So wow, find a rare card. So that's a uncommon. We'll open that. Holy Squire. 1 for 1/2. If you use your hero power in turn 2, it's a 2/2. I wouldn't bother with it. There's just not enough there to justify. I mean, if you play another minion, it's still only 1/2, and it'll get taken out by almost anything, so I can't see Lowly Squire being of any use. So, bottom right corner is our another uncommon, and it's the Wild Walker. Again, it looks like they're trying to give druids a reason to use beasts, but until you give druids more beast cards, we won't bother playing them. So, bottom left corner of our final pack. Now we know the top one is a rare, but is this a legendary? An epic? We've not even had a shiny gold card yet. I'm going to leave this one. I think this is going to be something good. So let's move to our top rare. Effigy. We've seen that in an earlier pack. I think it might have been the first pack we opened up. Our first series. A really good secret. So I think that'll feature in almost all mage decks that aren't gimmicked. So yeah, again, a really good card. So let's think about our final card here. What could it be? I think it's going to be our druid card, and it's actually going to be a beast. It's a shiny golden, so we're right in thinking this could be gold. Fallen hero, 3/2, your hero power deals 1 extra damage. Again, I do like that card. I even like the animation there. You can see the cold coming from its talons. I like that card, very nice. Oh, that's all our 5 packs done for now, guys and girls. I hope you've enjoyed that. Hope you enjoy our shiny one there. And we'll see you next time for more cards. And maybe we'll get our legendary. Thanks so much everybody for watching. Take care and please have a great day now. Bye bye.